afternoon to all the students of DLED second year, session 2018 to 2020, Unit 1, Yes 6, Unit 1, Approaches for Teaching of English, Lecture 34. The question is same as it was on Saturday last. Write a short note on behavioristic approach. In this question, we have solved the grammar translation method. Now, we shall solve today audio-lingual drills. On that day, we made it very clear that behavioristic approach views learning as a mechanical process without any cognitive development. It lays a lot of emphasis on habit formation. The teacher controls the learning environment. Here the learners are perceived as empty vessels or blank blackboard, because the teacher pours knowledge into them or write anything on their minds. It is based on rote learning through repetitive drills. In this approach, there is very little room for problem solving, though it can work in junior sections like Standard 1 and 2 for training the tongues of learners to the sounds and rhymes of English. It is not suitable in modern age. Let's consider some of the methods that follow this approach. The first, the grammar translation method. I made it very clear to you that in this method, the teacher translates every word and every sentence from English to the mother language of the students. But now, today, we shall discuss about audio-lingual drills. ऑडियो आप समझते हैं, सुनना, श्रव्य, लिंगुअल भाषा, ड्रिल्स अभ्यास. Here is a video for the students. Tape script of the video is as follows. Teacher, there is a cup on the table. Teacher shall speak out, and the learners or students will follow it, will repeat it in the same way. Like the teacher, there is a cup on the table. The students repeat it, there is a cup on the table. Now teacher will say a spoon. The students will say there is a spoon on the table. Again, teacher will say book. The students will say there is a book on the table. Teacher say on the chair. The students, there is a book on the chair. So, the students will repeat as the teacher is saying. In the same way, in the same tone, as the teacher will say in the classroom, the students have also to repeat it in the same way. These audio-lingual drills has been practiced by Richard J.C. in 1986. इस मेथड का सबसे पहले प्रैक्टिस रिचार्ड जेसी द्वारा 1986 में 1986 में किया। नाउ फीडबैक, द टिपिकल प्रोसीड्यूर ऑफ दिस मेथड वुड बी स्टूडेंट्स हियर ए मॉडल डायलॉग। टीचर्स will say as a model dialogue. So first one is the students hear a model dialogue. They repeat each line of dialogue. Number 3, they practiced substitution in the pattern drills. टीचर्स जो है सब्स्टिट्यूट देते हैं, विकल्प देते हैं ड्रिल में। एज वी हैव सीन हियर, द फर्स्ट वन, देयर इज ए कप ऑन द टेबल, स्टूडेंट्स आल्सो से देयर इज ए कप ऑन द टेबल। नेक्स्ट, टीचर से स्पून, स्टूडेंट्स हैव टू से देयर इज ए स्पून ऑन द टेबल, लाइक दिस। ऑब्जेक्टिव्स ऑफ दिस मेथड: बिल्डिंग कम्युनिकेटिव कॉम्पिटेंस ऑन ओरल स्किल्स। जो मौखिक कौशल है, इस पर जो है छात्रों का संप्रेषण प्रवीणता का निर्माण करना। कम्युनिकेटिव कॉम्पिटेंस, संप्रेषण क्षमता का निर्माण करना। नेक्स्ट वन इज फैसिलिटेशन, facilitate the students learning a new set of habits. स्टूडेंट्स को सुविधा देना है एक नए सेट, आदतों के एक नए सेट को सीखने के लिए। नाउ ड्रॉबैक्स, दिस मेथड इज एक्सपेंसिव बिकॉज ए लॉट ऑफ ऑडियो लिंगुअल मटेरियल इज नीडेड फॉर इट। यह विधि खर्चीली विधि है क्योंकि ऑडियो लिंगुअल मटेरियल की आवश्यकता इसके लिए है। बहुत सारे ऑडियो लिंगुअल मटेरियल चाहिए। अलॉट ऑफ मीन्स बहुत। नंबर 2, इट इज इनकन्वीनियंट फॉर ओवर क्राउडेड क्लासेज। जो वर्ग ओवर क्राउडेड है, जिस वर्ग में आवश्यकता से अधिक बच्चे हैं, उनके लिए यह असुविधाजनक है। इट इज इनकन्वीनियंट फॉर ओवर क्राउडेड क्लासेज। नंबर 3, इन इंडिया देयर इज ए स्कार्सिटी ऑफ ट्रेन्ड टीचर्स ऑन दिस लाइन। भारत में इस लाइन पर प्रशिक्षित शिक्षकों की कमी है। इन इंडिया there is a scarcity of trained teachers on this line. D, we can't teach second or foreign language like mother tongue. हम लोग द्वितीय भाषा या विदेशी भाषा को मातृभाषा के समान शिक्षण कार्य नहीं कर सकते हैं। At in previous classes, I have explained to you about what second language is or what foreign language is. Second language is one that is learned. It needs teacher. It needs school. It needs stationery like pencil, pen, notebooks, instrument box, and other things, books. There is difference between first language and second language, because first language is acquired. It does not need any stationary goods. It does not need any book or it does not need any teacher. It is acquired naturally. An infant of 3 years doesn't need all these things to learn its mother tongue. Whatever he hears, he listens to his mother, his other members of the family. He tries to speak in the same way, though he doesn't know the actual meaning of what he is saying. What he is saying, he doesn't know. What his mother or father or other members of the family is saying, he doesn't know the meaning, but he tries to speak whatever he listens to. So, that is learning acquisition. And in second language, it is learned. It is artificial. It is not natural. So English is also treated as second language and in some parts of India as foreign language. A foreign language is one that is not the language of that country. It has been inherited. It has been borrowed from other countries. Just like in India, it was a slave under the British rule. The British people ruled over here for a long time. So they brought English along with themselves. And now it has become the part and parcel of our country. For some people, for some families, it has become the first language. But most of the families, most part of India, it has become second language. And for some remote areas, the area that is far away from the towns, are still using this language as foreign language. A foreign language is one that is not spoken in that area. So English is both first language and second language too. And for some area, for some remote area, it is a foreign language. A foreign language is one which is not the language of that country. For example, for a Japanese family, Hindi is just like a foreign language for them. For a Chinese, Hindi is a foreign language for them. So, I have all explained it today again about second language, first language and foreign language acquisition and language learning too. Now, drawbacks में E. It ignores writing skill. इसमें writing skill की उपेक्षा होती है. In spite of all the drawbacks, इन सारे दोषों के बावजूद, this method is suitable for the students of early stages, but not at higher stage. Higher सेक्शन के लिए सुटेबल नहीं है. मोर ओवर इसके अतिरिक्त दिस मेथड इज सुपीरियर टू ग्रामर ट्रांसलेशन मेथड. यह मेथड ग्रामर ट्रांसलेशन मेथड से सुपीरियर है. थैंक्स.